Good evening, everyone. We're back on Twitch for round 3 of our V8 Challenger Series. I think it's round 3. You wouldn't know. Hope you've all had a fantastic couple of weeks. Feels like we've been away for a while, but it's only been about 10 days. G'day, Dan. G'day, everyone on Twitch chat. I can say Twitch now without getting in trouble. So, tonight, we're at Spa-Francorchamps. It's round 3. Leading the weights at the moment is Joseph DeJesus with 232 points. Brandon Dove, 205, followed by Stephen Bull and Timothy Vaughan, both on 187, and Matthew Keane on 146. Can DeJesus not win a race tonight? He was fought very heavily last week by Dove, but managed to come away with the chocolates. Bull and Vaughan are tied for third. Interesting fact though, Vaughan is averaging a P12 start, but his averaging finish is 4th, which is actually higher than Bull's, which is averaging start at 4th, finishing 5th. We've got a couple of out tonight. So Enzo Hayeta and Jared Bailey are both absent, with Stefan Nichols Brits rounding out the top 10. G'day Jan, g'day Mrs. Cat Dad. I will flick us over to our commentators for this evening very soon. I just wanted to come in and say hello. Tell me a story. Still plenty of spots left in this series. If you want to get involved, just head to our website. Register to be a member, which will give you a verification on Discord. And from there you can register to any series that you like, including our upcoming Garfield Kart League. Thank you, sir. I've actually had a lot of sleep lately, which has been good, and managed to get sick thanks to my partner working in the hospital. But roll with the punches. Fat Cat Racing, for sure. Shoulder, thank you for asking. Still cooked, but pain management's I'm on top of. Just no more bench pressing 230k. Gee. Because you know that happens. Alright, let's introduce our commentary team for tonight. Good evening. Hang on, I have to make sure I'm on voice activation, or these guys will not hear me. Welcome to the broadcast, Alex Bowen, Bryce Meddings, and Mitch Hobbs. How are we?
Good stuff.
Fantastic.
Yeah, pretty good. And you?
Horrible.
Great.
No, I'm great, thanks, kids. What have you guys been up to?
Being in lockdown.
How many of you are in Victoria?
All 3 of us.
Yeah, all 3 of us.
Well, step on in. Now, how's it going? You'd probably be used to it by now, wouldn't you?
By this point, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
but I think it's such a disruption, especially for me being in my last year of high school. It's much pain.
Oh, I can
It's
imagine.
quite the pain.
It is quite the pain, especially when you've got exams coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Does it? You can still go to school or not?
No.
No.
It's all remote.
Homeschool.
Wow.
Yeah. It's only for kids that whose parents are essential workers. They can go into school with those special circumstances.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I feel for you guys. Keep at it. Last year, our school's always tricky, but you're doing a great job. So even Jan says, well done. Are you back racing,
Yes,
Malik?
it's
No,
not
I'm not.
easy.
No, I was actually in a Mercedes seat for about 3 days. I jumped in and had a bit of a practice. I'm like, yeah, I don't have a chance of... until I get a different wheel, there's no chance of me racing, so I passed the seat on to someone else because the series is full. So I'll be a spectator. Anyway, guys...
It should be an
enjoy the
exciting series at least.
Oh, it's packed. 192 drivers in Asia Pacific. There's no spare seats, so it will be pretty mega.
Yeah, something tells me that's a lot of drivers.
That is a lot of drivers. Well, I want to see which split. We're going to have some bets before the season starts. Which split's going to have the best attendance? Is any split going to hit that magical 48 number and have an actual full split?
If they do, I'll dye my hair blue. Like,
Well, just judging off past seasons, it's always on round one. The rest, unlikely to get full attendance. It's always on round one.
We never had a full 36 last year. We had a 34.
So we had
Twice.
34.
Yeah, it's obviously there's always something. The more drivers you have, the more chances someone has something going on. Obviously with COVID and everything going on in winter down here, it's likely we miss a few, but fingers crossed. The record's 34.
Just gotta
Go on
hope.
then, Spit, set it. All right, team. I'll leave you to it. Have a great call and enjoy Spa-Francorchamps.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so here we are at Spa, everyone's favourite shaped track. Looks like a Uzi. On our little graphic, it looks more like a pickaxe at the front end than a barrel, but... What do you think about Spa, Alex and Mitch?
I mean, it's... in iRacing, I couldn't really tell you. In terms of as a track as a whole, it's got the lot. No, it's got the long straights. It's got Eau Rouge and Radeon, which is... It looks simple. It's really not. And I don't know what it's going to be like in the Supercars, because I'm not even close to an iRacing genius. But I can imagine it's going to be tough knowing the little grip that they have. But I think it's going to be a good challenge for the drivers tonight. I'm sure we'll see some people shine tonight.
Yeah, the Spa is a track that I like a lot, but it doesn't seem to like me back. Haven't had the best record here. It went in ACC at least. Because last season I had I DNF because I got disconnected from the game, and the season prior I decided to just have a bit of a spin straight into the wall. So that was fun. But I mean, I have a bit of a better record here in F1 and F2. But yeah. In Supercars, it'll be a whole complete different challenge, I'd say.
But certainly these cars aren't up to the standards of GT3 cars or F1 cars. I think that's quite obvious, that one. But yeah, it's going to be different, especially at Eau Rouge. It's quite tricky, for me at least, in the GT3 cars. I seem to manage to find a way to end my race there every time. So I wouldn't want to be doing it in one of these cars.
Very easy to end your race there.
Oh, absolutely.
All you have to do is just cut the curb a little too much and you'll be right into the barrier.
No, if anyone has died at Eau Rouge, I think we've all done it at some point. Don't do it tonight, because you will possibly kill a few people and your own car.
Yeah, you'll kill a few people and end up in the pits for the next 600 hours.
Exactly. iRacing is quite different to ACC when it comes to that. ACC, you got about 3 minutes if you've been it hard enough into the wall and don't want to go around. iRacing, you're trapped there for eternity.
Yeah, that's just part of iRacing. I mean, coming from the ACC mindset to now commentating iRacing for the first time. It's going to be interesting. Haven't seen a whole lot. Oops, I'm looking up there. Haven't seen too much of how these cars handle. But looking forward to the challenge. Yeah, someone's just put it in the wall. That's not really what you like to see.
I'm sort of in the same boat as you, Hobbsy. I haven't really touched iRacing too much. I do have an iRacing subscription, but I haven't really done a lot with it. So I'm much more into the ACC mindset. So coming over to commentate iRacing is going to be quite a different kettle of fish, I'd reckon.
Yeah, let's try and switch that mindset over now as it's qualifying time.
Qualifying time on board with Nicholas Dole on his... I believe this will be his outlap. Time like, unless it is. I don't know how iRacing starts your lap around here at Spa, but I'm going to assume this is going to be his warm-up lap, so he can get his tyres up to temperature before he starts his flying up. So it buys us a little bit of time, just to talk about this amazing paint job on this car.
Does look very nice.
There's quite a few different liveries I've already spotted. One that Deckers has brought up as well, Smithy's livery. That looks absolutely amazing.
definitely does. There's so many good liveries. I can't even pick which one's my favorite. Then you've got some of the really simple ones that just work. You've got some flash ones and just some simple ones, and they all look very nice. So
There's a reason why you hear some people say that their favorite food is bread and butter. When the simple things are done right, they're really done right.
exactly. Well,
That's right.
another interesting point around Spa. Are you going to get the full 3 laps in if you haven't gone out at this point? I'd probably hedge my bets and say no.
No.
No way, because you've only got 8 minutes of qualifying, and the fastest time in the previous practice session was a 2:19.
Yeah, I was going to say, mathematically, no, because you need to go out straight away, because if you've got 3 laps of 2 minutes, it's already 6 minutes gone, and then you're out lap, so you might only sneak in that 3rd lap if you're lucky.
So yeah, so I assume we'll be seeing concurrent laps from all drivers unless they think they've done a really good time and just park it after the first, because that won't give them enough time to get around again if they are to come out of the pit lane, as we're using the GT pits here. So that's another factor that will be shown later in the race as we see a few sectors come across the board on the screen. All green, so nothing gives in this one in the first flying lap because Dole. Into La Source, down onto the run for Rouge. Well, we might not be using the GT pits, we're using the F1 pits.
The better pits.
Yeah.
So how does he handle Eau Rouge? Takes it all the way to the left and then all the way to the right. Keeps it steady up there, doesn't exceed track limits.
Looks like a fairly nice run through there, that's for sure.
Well, it's the one thing you can invalidate quite early in this, and then you've just got the long drive back to the line, so you don't want to invalidate early when it's far, because it's the time you lose is quite substantial.
Yeah, definitely.
It's one of the lesser forgiving tracks, Spa. You make a mistake, you're going to pay, and pay big.
As you just saw, you almost paid for a little mistake just before, but has managed to keep it going. Although, has he slowed it down, or no? He still looks like he's still going.
Definitely still going, just going for no name now and then into
It is good knowledge.
good knowledge. I have a
Good. It's okay, we can't expect you to know every corner. Nice and tight there, and then wide on the end of the course.
Up here is Stavlo, isn't it?
I'll take your word for it and say that it is.
I don't have a track map up on me either. I'm still just trying to remember all the names in my head.
Is the corner after this, I think. Yeah, Stavlo is the corner after this, so this corner right here.
Okay.
Welcome to learning the track with the commentators.
Yes.
Watch this great lap. It's looked pretty solid throughout its whole run, so this should be a good, nice time.
I was going to say, he's looked pretty on the track. There was just that little scare coming down out of Camel Straight. Other than that, it's pretty good. Wait to see what the first time is.
We'll be coming in thick and thin. Thick and fast, not thick and thin.
You've just contradicted yourself there.
Exactly.
Here we go. So, just maybe I'll wait a minute. No, Bull on top at the moment, 2:20.5. Vaughan is in P2, 5 tenths behind. O'Hara is 8 tenths behind.
Seems like a couple drivers may have invalidated their first lap.
Yeah. Here's an ice-breaking question: Holden or Ford? In my mind, there is a wrong answer here.
You see, I don't really swear allegiance to either one.
Well, one's dead, so
Yeah, you got a point there.
That's a fair point.
so if you're going longevity, get a Ford, don't get a Holden.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's true.
I'd say Holden throughout the real life season. Definitely been my favourite of the two. going forward, it's gonna be interesting to see what they replace the Holden with, because it can't just be a Ford spec series.
It's going to be Chevy.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah, that's what all they're saying. It's all going to be Camaros and whatnot, which will be interesting to see if that actually does go ahead. There's no, as far as I've read, there hasn't been any formal approval.
So basically, it's going to turn into the American Supercars series.
Yeah, basically.
It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So we see on board Tim Cook right now. From what I've seen in the past streams, he is, let's say, not a slow driver, if I'm mistaken here.
He's not slow, he's just had a bit of a bad run through the first couple of races. He's not placed badly, he's just got a few incidents. Some self-inflicted, some caused by others, but he's definitely been hanging in there, scoring good points throughout the opening races. Hopefully his luck changes tonight here at Spa.
You do realise you just said the words luck and Spa together.
I have, and hopefully it turns out alright.
Just going to say, look out. Ooh, looks like a bit of a lock up there. They're having to brake so early because you can't go full lock. Good one. Full brake power on these cars, of course. Or else you will go lock up bye-bye wall.
Indeed. So Stephen Bull leading Brandon Dove at the moment. Tim Vaughan, Nicholas Dole, Bull, Vaughan and Dole all in the pits. They're done. O'Hara's in 5th. So we're not used to seeing O'Hara quite that far down on our normal broadcast in ACC. Here it's a little bit different. He's got a bit
So he is human after all.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
Who would have thought?
Who'd have thunk it? And I believe that is qualifying done.
He is.
Alrighty,
So
one of you want to read the grid?
Yeah, so very good lap there from Stephen Bull for P1. Vaughan there P2. O'Hara in P3. It's interesting you still managed the top 3. Jarecki P4.
Okay, so this is the heat, so it takes the odd numbers from qualifying.
Shows how much I know.
Just don't read the format before you come into the box, mate. It's fine.
No, I read it, but it doesn't work in my
Here's your
brain.
qualifying
There's the
results.
qualifying.
There you go.
It's Bull in P1. It's Dove P2. Vaughan in P3. Dole P4. O'Hara P5. Walsh P6. Adam Jarecki in P7. Zach Smith P8. David Thornton there in P9. And Adrian Stefan? I don't know. It's one of them. If I've completely ruined that, I'm sorry. In P10. That's your top 10. Then you got Scanlon, George, Blair, Taylor, Susana, Laird, Keane, and James, as far as we can see. Lovely.
Well, now you can see a
Keep
little
going.
further.
We can see further. We got McAuliffe, Proctor, Biros. Here we go. Is it Bishena or Bishenair? Oh, I'm sorry if I've completely ruined that. Wenzel, May, Curry, Cook, and it's gone on me.
It has.
There are a lot of drivers who
There
didn't have
is.
times.
There
But
is.
that's okay. It's time for Heat 1.
Would one of you like to commentate this race start, or would you leave it to me?
Well, I think we'll learn from the best first, and then
we'll learn from you first, and we'll go from
then
there.
you're clearly learning from the wrong man.
Oh, okay. Well, we're learning from you now anyway.
Alrighty, so all the drivers are on the grid. Standing start. Here we go as we wait for the lights to go out. 3 lights in, 4, 5, and out as they make the run down to the source. A lot of scuffling at the back for position. Someone's lost a bit of the control of the rear of the car. Until the source we go. Vaughan making a move right on the back of Stephen Bull down to the run to Rouge. So the back of the pack's a little bit congested. The front are sorting themselves out to single file. It's kind of the way you want to attack a Rouge. Especially in these cars, and everyone seems to have worked it out so far. So we see a nice shot of countryside as we're run up the Cameron
Nice
Straight.
trees. Oh, someone wants to touch the dirt on Cameron Straight. That's an interesting tactic there. We've seen Albon do that in the F1. That somehow went well for him, but, you know, I'd recommend them not to do that.
I'm pretty sure Albon's exact words were, "Try and stop me from getting past. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll get through on the grass."
I'll get through on the grass. Yeah, that's right.
And then we see Matthew Keane make a move on Jarecki into Lecombe. So Jarecki went onto the grass and just cost him a little bit of run.
So we see that start there from Bull and Vaughan was very good. There's already 2.5 second gap to Scotty Blair in P3. Holden's all in the top 3. That's something you don't see every day.
It's Holden dominating the top 13.
Yeah. Yeah, I know,
forward.
but that's okay.
There was 1 forward.
Whoa, was that 4 wide out of Vaughan? What did I just see there? That was something else.
These things happen.
I mean, there's a lot of shuffling around positions back there. I reckon might have had 4 wide.
Yeah, look, I don't recommend it, especially in cars like these that have, what's the word? Very little grip.
I mean, you just ask Cam Waters, Tim Slade, and Chaz Mostert. They went 3 wide out the bend, and that didn't work for them.
No, it didn't. So here's the man. We'd probably say the king of ACC here in OOR. Good old Andy O'Hara right on the back of Thornton there. It's just scaring you. Someone's locked up. Might be Blair. Oh, a bit of a dodgy entry into the final turn there.
O'Hara tries to get the switch back, but doesn't quite have the run out of the final corner as we enter the 2nd lap of this race.
8 to go. O'Hara just kind of stuck a little bit behind Vaughan and Blair's battle. And then there's a big train just behind, ready to pounce on any wrong step they take. Battles everywhere throughout the pack. So you've got battles from 12th to 16th. Really close as we see Thorn. We go alongside Blair onto the Camel Straight. O'Hara's going to try and sneak through. Is this going to be 3 wide?
No, don't. Ooh, Blair was looking.
Andrew O'Hara.
Advantage.
2 in 1.
Oh.
Very nice move from the king of ACC. Oh, Thornton had a lot. But yeah, looks like Blair made just a bit of a mistake at the top of Radion. That cost him exit speed, which is how Thornton and O'Hara managed to get past him.
O'Hara, you can clearly see it was a bit of a cork in the bottle. It was old Scotty Blair, and he's just checking out ever so slightly.
He'll be looking to maybe close in a bit more on Tim Vaughan ahead.
The gap that O'Hara's pulled out already. He's already pulled out those 6/10 there. It's Glenn Jones. Whoa, what's happened here? I wonder that might have been the 4 wide that I thought I saw out of Puong there. Just a bit of crash and bash there.
Indeed it was.
Damage.
They've all managed to come out of it still running, but yeah.
Happened here. Oh, he's gone for a spin. You spin me right round. Didn't spin him all the way around, but close enough. Got Kuri as well. Let's see what happens here.
It's on Glenn Jones.
Yep.
Move until the source. He made it stick.
No, he didn't make it stick. Here he is, Andy O'Hara, already pulling out a 1.2 second gap to Thornton now. So there's a bit of a train behind Thornton, all the way down to, looks like P10 there, Simon Scanlon there. Just trying to keep up with McAuliffe.
Quite close throughout the rest of the field. So you see O'Hara and Thornton just sort of moved away. Scott Blair's still on the back of Thornton. But the top 3 are all sort of leaving. Bull's got a 1.8 second gap to Vaughan, and Vaughan's got about 4.2 on Mr. O'Hara. So they're relatively safe for the next couple of laps.
Some news from the stewards. Space Dog stop and go for false start.
So that's Braden Ross. Good old Space Dog in the pits as we get a replay from Glenn Jones. Just meandering into the sort of And
he's
That's a solid save there.
solid save, but he's probably got a couple of flat spots after that, and probably needs a clean pair of underwear after that one.
Yeah, might need to change that hang down the camel.
definitely do that. Yeah, Campbell could even do a whole outfit change if we were at Paul Ricard on the Minstrel Straight.
I mean, if you're in a go-kart, you'd definitely be able to.
So the race is starting to spread out, drivers sort of finding their own little gaps in the battles. But here we are, probably the closest three-way battle on track, with Blair, Jarecki and Keen. The amount of puns we can make with Keen's name is immense.
And let's not make any of them. Yeah, no, there it was. There it was.
Yeah, I was about to make one myself, so
Yeah, no, just stop. Just stop.
Just save it for later, I'm sure we're all keen to hear it.
yeah.
I should have known. I should have known. Oh, hello. I'm Scanlon. Hold on.
That was your mistake mentioning the puns in the first place.
Yeah, well, I think Bryce was still going to make them anyway.
I've made one so far every race. We've commentated Matthew Keenan. So many more sure to come. As we saw Scamp just have a look around. Didn't have enough drive to make a move past, as we see. But Caleb just getting closer to Wenzel on the exit of the bus stop chicane. It's going to be pretty safe through the source, and say at this distance he's safe through Rouge and Radion and onto the Camel Straight. Well, anything can happen there, especially at Radion.
Quite close between Scanlon and Mikhail going into Eau Rouge and up Radion. Seems like Scanlon's just slightly fallen off though.
Maybe not as confident going up there in the V8 cars as he is in the GT3s. So no one keeps it pinned in those.
I feel you've also got to account for a little bit of dirty as we got a battle here between Jarecki and Keen.
Oh, lock up there.
Lock up. Who was that? That was...
It looks like Keen.
Yeah, Keen went quite wide through there, so it's brought Jarecki right onto his rear.
Jarecki wants to make this move happen. It gives him a shot at getting to Blair if he does so, because it doesn't look like Keen's gotten any closer to Mr. Scotty Blair.
Oh, if anything, Blair's actually broken away.
Definitely, that Odyssey Racing livery is very well done.
You can thank Mr. Mitch Pittard, Bunning Snags, for that one.
Oh, it's quite beautiful.
It is.
So we get a replay of Mr. Space Dog himself. What has he done here? He's just done it. Good drift, bro.
He did.
Nah, he didn't quite save that.
Whoa, Glenn Jones in the wall. Hello. What's happened there? That was like it might have been a little bit of loss of grip. Here's Jarecki again in that Odyssey livery that Bryce really loves.
So we're just talking about Odyssey, and then we get two replays of some Odyssey boys spinning. Will we see the trifecta happen?
Oh, I mean,
stay tuned.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a part of Odyssey myself, so maybe I should send a few apologies out to
lock up ahead there.
to Braden and Glenn there.
So we just see this battle continue into the next lap. We've got 5 laps remaining in this race and about 10 minutes, so probably going to have time elapsed on the 19th lap at this point. On the 9th lap at this point.
19th lap, that's a lot of laps.
No, sorry, lap 9. The 9th
That's
lap.
about as many as you'd expect for about what, like a 50% race in F1 here.
Yeah.
Classic.
Ooh. Hello, who's this on the inside?
Wenzel on the inside. Oh, Lucas on the outside of McCallum.
Yeah. Just have a look. Carlos gotten past though. That's all that matters. And that's someone off there. Who was that? Is that Ricci? It is. That car Oh, I thought it looked damaged there, but I think I'm being deceived.
He's just trying to start up the Ford mowing company.
Oh, I'm sure there's a market for it.
Definitely.
I mean, if Mercedes can create lawn mowers, then why can't Ford?
Because Mercedes are just... I'd see Mercedes making a lawnmower before Ford. I see Ford making another ridiculous truck.
And they'll probably stick a few batteries in there and make it electric.
I wonder if they've done that.
I think they're planning on it. If they haven't done it already.
Definitely. So, if you're new to the streams tonight, I think we'll run through the heats for you. So the qualifying determines your heat, what heat you're slotted into. So if you're an odd number in qualifying, you'll go into heat 1. If you're an even, you'll go into heat 2. The top 16 of each heat will then progress on to the feature race. So we'll definitely have a few cars possibly out tonight as we see lanes that are really wide there. Quite wide actually. And from there we've got a longer feature race. So a few of the people in here are competing in the next heat. So we'll see you guys later on track as this battle just keeps getting closer and closer. All pretty well matched, and this is sort of 8th through 10th. And you can see Dowd on the back of this just creeping forward as this keeps going on.
Hopefully he can keep that connection strong enough to not cause any incidents here. They come up a Rouge. Some cars do not... Oh yeah, I was going to say they don't look settled. I was right.
Trying to hurt Wenzel a bit here. You could see Scanlon have maybe try for him, although Wenzel's going for it himself.
Yep. Oh.
Could we see a 3 wide?
No, Scanlon's smart, just stays back, waits for a potential incident.
Oh, and Michaela's gone deep.
Yeah. Oh, Wenzel just keeps it on the track, goes side by side. Ooh, might have been a bit of a tap there. Here's Scanlon now. Oh, he's going to go on the inside. Oh, he looks like he's just gotten past Mikhailov.
For a minute, I thought Scanlon was going to get both of them.
Yeah.
He would have had to be pretty ambitious on the brakes, and these things like to lock pretty easily. Jeez, this battle is the gift that keeps on giving. Caleb just making a few mistakes on this lap.
Probably just trying to get the little bit of the grass off the tyres so he can come back to grip.
Definitely, it's the pressure these drivers must be under at the moment, all being so close, all knowing that one tap or, heaven forbid, netcode comes along and you just bin it into a wall and that's it, race done. But it's also a good chunk of points.
Yeah, a lot of points on the line. And
we have a prediction. Who will finish ahead? Robert Wenzel or Simon Scallon? Get your bets in now.
I say it's one of them.
Yes.
I couldn't really tell you which one because the battle is extremely spicy.
Well, it's probably the most even we have of odds this season. So far this season, these two drivers. So who's going to come out in front? Just a little look up the inside from Scanlon. Not going to go for it. A little bit too far back into the source. And we'll try and make a move. Probably at a ridge. Oh, loose from Wenzel.
He's held it though. He's just got all that pressure from Scanlon and Mikhailov behind. He's just going to have to try and hold his nerves.
Slipstream will be quite critical here, although doesn't look like Scanlon got the... Yeah, Scanlon didn't get a great run. Mikhail's got to try up the inside. Will he get it done before? Oh, he's going to try and get both of them. Oh, up the inside. Oh, it's tight.
Oh.
Looks like he'll just have to settle for Scanlon for now.
Yeah, it's good clean racing though, but Scanlon says, no, I'm having none of that, man. He's just trying. He doesn't want to give up that position to Mikhailov. I think he's just going to have to settle with it for now. And oh, Mikhailov just getting the rear a little bit too far out there. As we see, we're on lap 7. There is only just about 4 minutes to go now.
Scotty Blair reeled back in Thornton over all those laps. Little gap was built on him. He's brought it back down to about 0.4 of a second. So he could get back into the top 4. Top 5 finish wouldn't be bad.
Just keep it clean, that's all he's got to do at this point.
Pretty much. He's only got about two-ish laps to go. From here on out, it should be pretty smooth sailing. If he can find an opportunity to get past, I'm sure he'll take it. Most of these drivers will. Can't argue with just staying safe. As we see Scanlon right on the back of McAuliffe again. You have a feeling a move's going to happen here. If he can get it close enough into the bus stop, he might go for a move.
Starting to get very, very racy between each other.
The only problem for Scanlon with McAuliffe in front of him, Mr. Wenzel was sort of popped away a little bit.
Just a bit. That won't be good for the people that have so far voted Scanlon will finish ahead, but there's still 3 more minutes to go in this race. Anything can happen.
You can see out of the bus stop as well that McAuliffe got a little bit dicey there. As we see Thornton under attack from Blair, 1/10 between it. We're going to see a move into Lacombe again. This time it's the Holden up the inside of the Ford. Holden holds the inside line. Should get an easy run through the Lacombe, and he's out in front, and he's gotten that move done quite well.
Managed to get his way past quite nicely. Just forced Thornton to compromise his line slightly, and that helped Blair and get through in the end.
Also, the tow on Camel is quite supreme.
Almost looking like the bikes at Mugello again, isn't it?
So we see Steve Bull just comfortably cruising out in front. I think he's got a bit of lap traffic in front of him. Not too far up the road. And we got Vaughan just lurking behind, about 4 seconds behind him. He's not going to be able to get that time down unless something catastrophic happens, and same with Andrew O'Hara. They're all pretty comfortable in their position as Thornton's back on the back of Blair. This is a battle that's going to go to the end.
Definitely. These two are not giving up whatsoever. That they want to finish ahead.
One more minute left in this race, so we might see one last... Oh no, we won't see any more laps after this, so this is the final lap.
Will Thornton be able to get the run down Camel Straight? Or has he got to try at the inside of Lassour's? He has a look, but tucks back in.
Yeah, he's going to play the long game. Goes wide. Source to not get a great exit. We're just going to pull away. Thornton's just looking to try and just eat away. It's only a 3/10 gap at the moment. He's just trying to put as much pressure on Blair as he can.
Well, we see the old switcheroo on the back. Oh, is this the back? Would be considered the...
It's called the middle straight. There you go.
The middle straight.
Yeah, good enough.
No, Camel Straight is quite good for giving a tow out to a car behind, but it hasn't worked out there for Thornton, so he's got to make a move into more twistier parts of the track.
I reckon we might see a move into bus stop as we see side by side between McAuliffe and Scanlon. Oh, and they've touched! But McAuliffe's been spun around.
I'm sure the stewards will be looking into that. It'll be a hot topic on the final lap. Thornton just putting his nose right in the wing mirrors of Blair. Just letting him know, hey, I'm here, I want that position. Make a mistake and it's mine, so this battle's going right to the line.
has a look up the inside, doesn't really commit to it, so he's holds station for now. He's right up against the rear wing of that Holden.
Blair, he's just holding on.
Was that a pun that you just made there?
Oh, yes, it was. Just please end me. All right, what? Stephen Bull comes to take the race win in Heat 1. So across the line, and then Tim Vaughan P2. Just a few blue flag cars there getting out of the way. Glenn Jones will come across the line in 16th, Braden Ross in 17th, Andrew O'Hara 3rd. This battle between Blair and Thornton will come to an end as they cross the line. Blair in P4, Thornton P5, Keane in P6, Dracky P7. Wenzel looks like he's going to cross the line before Scanlon. Not too far behind with Scanlon at the end, so anyone who's betting Thornton, not Thornton, Wenzel, you've got your payday. Lucas Doe picks up P10 after the collision between McAuliffe and Scanlon. Susano crosses the line in 11. McAuliffe in 12, so he's dropped a couple of places there. You got Giuseppe Ricky following around. Hanikuri, sorry. Before Chris.
Richie had an incident there.
Richie.
He just dropped a position and he's the tap again.
Scanlon
Not
looks
a
to
lot of
have been
room.
squeezed. He didn't have a lot of room on that inside line, so be the steward's call whether he was alongside far enough. But that is Heat 1. Now we move into Heat 2. Which one of you want to call all the results from Heat 1 again?
So we've got P1 here. We've got Circuit P2, Spa-Francorchamps. There we go. Okay, so P1 ended up going to Stephen Bull, 4.7 seconds behind. You had Tim Vaughan, then Andrew O'Hara topping off the podium. Then Scott Blair P4, David Thornton P5, and Matthew Keane, Adam Jarecki, Robert Wenzel, Simon Scanlon, and Lucas Dowd finishing off the top 10. Then Susana, McAuliffe, Curry, Cusack, Richie, Jones, and Ross from the ones that we can see, or from the results of Heat 1.
Yeah, that was the full grid. That's all we can see. That was all that was in it.
And here we go with the Heat 2 grid. So we got Dove, Dole, Walsh, Smith, Stefan, George, and we're going off into the race.
Who hasn't started there? Whoa, what was that? That was mega. Who didn't start there? It was a Ford.
And we've got someone who's spun around at the start as well.
Oh, look at the countryside here in Belgium. It's so lovely.
What is happening? We need to know.
We need to see.
Lance Stroll coming in. I believe someone's just not installed on the grid.
It's just not having a good time.
Not at all.
Pretty interesting race.
Yeah, the OOR logo is looking very nice this evening.
Definitely. We've got a bit of technical issues, so hang tight, those in chat. We've been Lance Strolled so hard that the OOR logo is now there. So, as we wait for the program to resume, it does look like Brennan Dove is still in the lead.
The start killed the controller. That sounds great.
So that start, oh God, did they crash into the broadcast room as well?
I don't think we saw any flying cars.
It would be 20. It was 2016 or whatever again. But we've got a little nice view here of a small picture-in-picture view, just to show us everything going on. We got Dove leading.
This is good quality. Here's the race again. It does appear to be Dove still in the lead.
I think that's Dole just behind him.
It's a car.
So if you're interested in the TV director's Spotify, we all just saw it just then. Got some banging tracks on.
Yeah, so, some absolute bangers to listen to.
Listen to as the cars go bang into each other on the start line.
Yeah.
Well, the car's made the controller go bang as well. So look, yeah.
Alrighty, and
Here
we're
we
back.
go.
We're back to regular programming. So thank you for bearing with us during those technical difficulties. The TV director got attacked by the sheer quality of that start.
the sheer just death of that start. Yes, absolutely.
Alrighty, so we've got Dove, Dole, Walsh, Laird, George, Cook, Proctor, Delsini, Oliver, and Bickner. Bickner is our debutant tonight, so if you're drinking and playing that drinking game, take a shot.
Yeah, but Pat Oliver's also a debutant tonight as well.
No, he's eternal debutant.
Yeah, exactly.
So he comes second to our newest debutant.
Ah, fair enough. Fair play.
I think we also have another debutant on tonight. I don't think he's
We
in the split, but I know.
Do I can tell you who it is. Give me 2 seconds.
Johnson.
Yes.
So Johnson, I believe Johnson was in the other heat tonight. So
No, isn't that him there?
Yeah, Brendan Johnson.
Brendan
no,
Johnson,
okay.
16.
Yep, that is him, Brendan Johnson.
He's out.
He's currently out, so he's currently checked out.
Him and Stefan are out at the moment. Oh,
that's
he's lost it.
It's our debutant.
It's
Oh,
debutant.
no.
No.
Following
That
the other
front
technical
right-hand wheel, if we can get a view on that, does not look good at all.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
that
be
car
a-
looked munted. Yeah, there it is. That's... it's not really wanting to turn, let's say, as such.
Bono, my axle is gone.
Yeah, look, it is. Ooh, blocking off May there. He's going to have to come into the pits. There's going to be some hefty damage.
Someone who's dropped down the order quite a bit is Zachary Smith. Actually, he's down in currently P12. He looks like he's just made a move up.
Oh, probably he's just lit the rears.
Yeah,
Same as the first heat. Someone did that and nearly went into the wall.
yeah. We've gathered pretty quickly that it's something easy to do, especially in these cars. You apply too much accelerator, you go berk, kiss goodbye to rears.
So Smithy wasn't pitting, but I hope his engine doesn't pop in the chip. Love to hear more about what happened to it.
A little bit of a lock up there from Rowe coming through to the com.
Oh, that car doesn't look very good. That front left.
Yeah, it's not looking the greatest at the moment as he's managed to get past Rowe. He's just gone a bit wide. He's now up into P11.
So Zachary Smith will be making his way back through the field. He's not normally down in these lower positions. He had a really good drive at Watkins Glen the other week. As we see Theo Taylor, that is not what you want your front of your car to look like. It's bonnetless.
Just testing out the Gen 3 upgrades, it looks like.
It's just, what do you call it, weight reduction?
Yeah, look, it's an interesting strategy, I've got to say.
Provides a bit more cooling to the engine too, so you can run it at higher revs for longer.
So just jump back to the front with Brandon Dove and Nicholas Dolan. was in Brandon Dove's stream just before we started our broadcast here, and he said he's looking forward to this race being over, but he doesn't really like this track and car combination.
I think that's any driver here, isn't it?
I feel like that's a pretty shared sentiment, you know?
I mean, the supercar is quite known to be one that bites.
It's also quite a bike. It's not very aerodynamic and proficient.
No, there's someone off there at the bus stop. Didn't quite get a view on who that was. Oh, it's Smith.
No, that's Cal James.
I was at Cal James. Oh, I've made a real good mess of that.
May and Smith are just fighting over position now. Looks like Smith is going to try and get past May into a route. The side by side.
Oh God!
Who's going to give in
these
here?
Tolls. No, please. Oh, oh.
Neither of them giving in.
Oh no way! Oh, he's forced to go off the track. There's definitely an incident point in that one.
Welcome to Octane Online Racing. If you close your eyes, it doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't.
Diabols with the come no Smithy.
So, well done, Diabols, well done. As
Yeah, well
Smithy's
done,
gotten past May. Did May go just a little wide, or was he trying to? Was going fairly slow. Proctor's going to get past him too.
Yeah, this is Pat again.
Oh, what's he done this time? Is he
I don't know.
just...
Is he lit up the rears on the exit of the bus stop?
He
Oh,
has.
He's out in the
even
middle of the
before.
bus
He's in the
stop.
middle of the bus stop. All
No.
aboard the debutante route station bus.
I think we've cursed some of our debutantes, the 15th, 16th
Yeah.
respectively.
How could you?
Well, Zachary Smith back into the top 10 after his little escapade.
Good for him.
So, and Proctor's made it past May, so I don't know when that happened. I'm sure someone picked it up from.
Yeah. Proctor got past when May had that bit of slowdown out of Camel.
Ah, okay. Mr. Nicholas Dole, the 10th faster lap than Ray. Dull. So they're having a good little battle at the front. Just everything here leads to a mega feature races. A bit told in chat.
It'll all be mega in the end.
Keen to see it. He's not even in this heat.
Oh, I was waiting for it.
You shouldn't even have thought about it in the first place.
Well,
It's a great camera just to have a look at the wheel inputs that the drivers are putting in. There's just so many, as you see, the little corrections that they've got to make coming into and especially out of corners with the what's the word? Not very nice rear end, as you'll probably see coming out of here. Well, mines don't bother.
It's a very the car is very touching on acceleration. And it seems like these guys have already adopted a paddle shift, not really seeing any going for the stick shifter.
I don't know why they've got 3. I understand your shifter and your brake, but I don't understand the third one. If someone could explain the anatomy of a V8 car for me, that'd be great.
They go for
But very good explanation there, Hobbs.
No, no,
Very,
I don't know what I was asking when Hobbsy's in the channel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just jump back. Tim Cook.
That car's seen better days.
Yeah, it has. Someone, I think, Atlanta said that he had 9 incident points earlier. I'm sure.
Whoa.
Whoa!
That was loose. I think
No.
that's what you were talking about before.
Yeah, 9 points for that drift. Not incident points because he doesn't want them, but 9 points.
Shingo points.
They have to hit so much of that curve just to get the most time out of it. It really scares me. To be honest.
Have you seen the real life guys hit the curb?
Oh no, yeah, I have, but it's more scary in game. I just it is.
Yep, that logic checks out, but definitely Cook, he's not out of this race completely. He's going to be, well, quite a month in front end, but he's doing all right. Drew Laird in front of George. So that battle's spicing up as it falls into 7/10 between them. 7/10 at the front as well. So there's a few battles going on, not as many as in Heat 1, so it'll be a bit more interesting towards the latter end of the races, and probably the feature race will have a bit more in terms of battles, as we see George just scream past Laird. He must have got a slowdown penalty there.
Most likely, yeah.
If he's just let that happen to be nice, then I'm confused. But more than likely, a slowdown penalty, just exceeding track limits at Eau Rouge.
There's no such thing as being nice with these supercars.
No.
Not at all. So Dole and Dove are just, they're close, and Dove just making it look so smooth. These cars are super hard to drive, and yeah, it's just magical. Any of the top runners are, if you watch how they drive, they're pretty on it.
Yep, they've definitely spent quite a bit of time learning the cars, learning the tracks, that just they can absolutely nail it when it comes to race day.
Exactly. So, news just in, Tim Cook, he's at 12 and 11 for Cal James.
Yeah, and say I think he's on 11 and 12 for Cal James.
Yeah, 12 for Cal James and 11 for Cook. That's the update. So
I reckon Kyle James was on 11 and Cook's on 12, because in previous message, Deckers was saying 11 and 10.
Well, it's one of them.
yep,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out.
I'm not
later.
sure. Yeah,
We're not mathematicians. I don't do math anymore. You know.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could be either one of
it's-
them, really. As we
It's
see
Pat
Paddy
Oliver
Oliver
again,
making-
touching the grass.
Has he saved it? Nah. It's done a bit too much to it.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're trying your best to catch up. You make these mistakes that you know are silly, but you just
Look
try
at
to
Dole
do it.
here. Very, very close. Will we see a move up the inside? Dove defends. He's gonna try around the outside. It's not gonna happen.
Not to mention, Cook is very close to Laird, and they're on Camel. That's the next one to focus on after this.
I reckon Cook's gonna get past Laird here.
Step aside, Dove. Cook's taking the reins. As we watch
Oh,
his
it's
overtake.
tight. Laird tried to hold on, but Cook was just too far ahead, and he's into the biff.
Well, Pat's tyres are probably octagons at this point. The amount of times he's gone for a spin as we jump on board with Theo Taylor. It's going to be another bus stop light up of the rear.
And off he
Yep,
goes.
and there it is.
Just avoiding the DRS sign, thank
I
God.
was going to say, he could have activated DRS.
Yeah.
If you ever feel useless, just remember there's a DRS zone on the Camel strap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna channel my inner Martin Brundle here. Paddy Oliver's tires will be feeling like a 50 pence piece right now.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
This battle at the front's just spicing up, and it's not a lot of time to go. We look like we might get the full 10 laps in. No, we won't.
No,
Not
What am I
quite.
talking about?
It'll be 9 laps again. But yeah, this is gonna go right down to the wire. Who will we see out on top? Will we see Dove hold on to his lead, or will we see Dole make his way through?
We'll have to wait and see. Oh, we're nice and up close and personal with the unleashed driver's car of Dove.
And here's the prediction results coming in. So if you voted Robert Wenzel for the previous one, enjoy your payout.
It's a bit of promotion there for Brandon Dove and his channel.
I reckon Dole might get a little bit of a slowdown now. It looks like he had a bit of a cut at Radion.
So there's 5 people on 12 out of 7
Yeah,
in
that's-
incident points.
Ooh, they're playing with fire there.
They're not playing with fire. They're about to step in.
They're
the
about
thing.
to step in it. Yeah.
They didn't start the fire. They're just amplifying it.
It was always
Yeah.
burning.
Exactly. But here's the new prediction. We've got who will finish ahead, Dove or Dole? Place your bets now.
You don't have long to get this in. You got probably the next lap. If you're very lucky, you might be able to nick in your bet at the last second. Have an even greater chance, but we don't know what's going to happen yet. I'm being applauded for my lyrical knowledge of Billy Joel.
I mean, you've
Even though
always
it started-
got to know Billy Joel. You've always got to know Billy
was
Joel.
gonna say,
Even though it started from Bone, I was just amplifying.
Yeah. I mean, it's currently 9 o'clock on a Tuesday, so we've got a few more days until we can start playing the piano.
I think we just missed it completely. But, oh well, we'll just roll with it.
Ooh, that's
That's
yeah.
a poorly treated Mustang.
All right, well, we're heading on to the final lap now. Who's going to come out on top? We've got 3.5 tenth gap going over the line.
16k on
The lap
Dove.
times were practically identical. Dole gets very close there.
Dove.
4 tenths. Will the slipstream be effective enough for Dole, or will we see Dove hold on? Dole's actually gained quite a bit
He's
through
gained a bit.
Radion.
Oh,
This could be
Dove's-
very close.
Dove's definitely going to have to defend the inside here. He does. Dole says no thanks. Oh, I think he might actually get past.
Oh, it's got to be
Oh.
tight.
Yeah. Dole gives him the room. Oh, is it
Oh, it's collision!
Dole
Oh.
doesn't have it back. That's very good sportsmanship there.
Yeah, very sportsmanlike.
That was... Boy, they tried to keep it as clean as they could, and they did their best. Here's Dalcini.
Decker's pointing out Smithy's at 15 out of 17.
Oh, touch the grass. Look, that's not advised to be at 15 or 17.
George Russell can confirm touching the grass does not end well.
Yes, this is correct.
Yeah, you can ask Bottas that as well.
You can ask Bottas a lot of things as we get a replay of what happened between Dove and Dole just at Lacombe.
Yeah, a bit of net code by the looks of that. Didn't actually.
I'm not sure whether that was netcode or a genuine collision, but I feel Dole did the right thing redressing that.
Yeah, I think that was the most sportsman-like thing to do.
Definitely made the last lap of this race a bit spicy. It's a really good run. Dole just couldn't capitalise on that run out of Rouge, unfortunately. Just got a bit too far behind.
But yeah, Dove should be able to hold on now as we see Paddy Oliver
It's our
again.
debutant. Has he given it a bit too much spice? Oh,
Yeah.
yes, he has.
6 kids, bro.
Fully sick burnout cuz.
So here we go. We got Brandon Dove just edging out Nicholas Dole to come in P1 and then Dole P2. Anthony Walsh just cruising home in 3rd. Then we got to wait a little bit longer for our 4th place runner to come in, Todd George. Defending Tim Cook, who's made it up to 5th. So good race from Cook despite the front end of his car looking like an utter mess.
You're saying that's an utter mess. Have you seen Taylor's car?
Yeah, we'll get to Taylor. Taylor's a calamity.
Yeah, that's just, yeah, look at that. That's just a mess.
No, it looks perfectly fine. What do you want about?
It's just the next aerodynamic upgrade, bro.
Yeah.
Thomas Bickner, first race in OOR, comes in P7. Jack Dulcini in 8th. Zachary Smith in P9.
He managed to keep his engine from blowing up, that at least, but he's had quite a few incident points on there.
Yeah, definitely. He sent it into a wall, I believe, just then at the end.
It's the only way to finish it
Absolutely
off.
beautifully. And that car has been parked in the tyre barrier and rebounded.
Looks magnificent.
So yeah, Zachary Smith was also pretty close to getting a DQ for his incident points as well. A drive through, I think, from incident points, or is it a DQ from incident points? Someone can confirm that.
I think
I think it's a drive through.
Jack has said it's a drive through. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's Ben Rowe and the eternal debutant himself, probably a little bit annoyed with that performance tonight, but
Yeah, these things happen.
they do. Here I thought it was about to rain, but then my hopes got dashed.
Rain at Spa, nah, can't happen, never.
You can't have water at a spa, or you've always have a spa bath. So, Heat 2 results are Brandon Dove, Nicholas Dole, Anthony Walsh, Todd George, Tim Cook, Drew Laird, Thomas Vinkner, Jack Delsini, Zachary Smith, and Andrew Proctor, all rounding at your top 10. In 11th, you got Theo Taylor, David May, Cal James, Ben Rowe, Patrick Oliver in 15th, Brendan Johnson in 16th, and Adrian Stefan in 17th. It does look like Stefan and Johnson did not start the race. So.
I think they may have been the cars that had
Yeah.
that calamity at the start, yeah. Yep, Paddy Oliver in chat, he had 16 incident points.
Look, that's not advised.
It's not advised, but you can take advantage of them. Well,
Yeah.
You've got 17, may as well use them.
if he's gonna have them, he's gonna use them all.
Well, a bit unfortunate with a few spins there tonight, Pat, but you'll do better in the feature race, I'm sure of it. It's all a warm-up. As we have a little warm-up before the feature race. So a few cars out on track just getting their tyres back up. So these will be probably the guys from Heat 1 who've just sat out the last 20-ish minutes for waiting for the feature race to start. So we have had to say goodbye to a couple of drivers because we've got more than the 32 that will be competing in the feature race. So once we figure that out, we'll let you know as we see Lucas Dode go into the sand for a nice little play. So it looks like Braden Ross will be out for Heat 1, and I don't think Heat 2 have lost anyone, so we only lost the one driver by the looks of things. Or we might even get to keep others because others dropped out, maybe. We'll have to see, but the positions for the feature race, if I'm not incorrect, someone will correct me if I am, your time at the end of your heat races orders that in. So if you came P1 in Heat 2 and had a faster time than you won in Heat 1, you're in front of them, I believe. If someone could definitely confirm how that works. I'm not.
Look, that sounds logical, but
It sounds logical. It sounds very similar to the system that they adopted in F2 at Monaco, where you had the two qualifying heats, and the heat that had the fastest time had the start on the odd positions, and then the other heat would start on the even positions.
No, that's possible. What lap is a safety car going out for a hot lap? We're unsure. We don't know. It could be any time. It could be anywhere. It could be on the moon next week. It could be on Mars next Saturday. But I don't know if it will make its way to Spa. I haven't seen the safety car yet.
It'll be hanging out eventually, I reckon.
So yeah, we just see Vaughn here just warming up for the next race. So the prediction is back. And it's, will we see a clean lap 1? If you had this prediction for the last heat, you would have lost it immediately as lights went out.
We go. 1 octane spent so far. That's looking lovely.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Oh, we've got 2 on the other side. Now this is spicy.
Oh, this is the quality content we're known for. It's high roll as well. Whoever is going
And there we go, 2,600.
Thank you for the sub, Marvin Sadjianto. If I pronounce that wrong, I'm deeply sorry. And welcome to the grid, Albano. It's Albano. Sorry, not Albano. I can't read exclamation marks correctly. And here we go. This is the feature race. So we have got Stephen Bull on pole, Brandon Dove P2, Tim Vaughan P3, Nicholas Dole P4, Andrew Harris in 5th, Anthony Walsh in 7th, Anthony Walsh is in 6th, Scott Blair's in 7th, Todd George is in 8th, David Thornton in P9, Tim Cook is in 10th. That rounds out your top 10 of the grid. Back from that, we have Matthew Keane, Skip 12, not important. Adam Jurecki in P13, Thomas Bickner in 14th, Robert Wenzel, Jack Delcini, Simon Scanlon, Zachary Smith, Lucas Dowd, Adam Proctor, Anthony Cesano, Theo Taylor, Lucas McAuliffe, David May. And that's down to 24th. 25th is Hanny Curie, 26th, Coward James, Chris Cusack in 27th, Ben Rowe 28th, Giuseppe Ricky in 29th, Patrick Oliver down in 30th, Glenn Jones in 31st, and Brennan Johnson in 32nd. So that is your grid for this feature race as it goes all the way down the pit straight. There looks to be a car just out of position. I don't know.
So we got calling this one.
I think we'll give this one to Mitch.
Me? Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Well, we're waiting for the red
Remember-
lights.
Remember, the first turn is La Source, and then we've got...
Yeah. Then we've got Eau Rouge and Radion.
Yeah.
And then a straight that is Camel of some kind.
Yeah,
It's sponsored by the Camel cigarette company.
Yeah, something like that. You sure it's not sponsored by the drive-in liquor place?
Thirsty Camel could very well be.
Thirsty Camel. All right, here we go. Waiting for those usual 5 red lights. Drivers will be ready to go now for the standing start. They're away. Good start there from the Holden. Mostly Holdens by the looks of things. Coming down into La Source, already going 2 wide, 3 wide there at the back, 4 wide, 5 wide at the back. What was that? A mess. Someone's locked up. Tap round there at the back. The Mustang, another Mustang's round. That might be our debutant. Coming down now. Eau Rouge. Hopefully we don't go too wide with anyone. After that carnage of start, they have gone too wide. That is not advised at all. They've kept it though. Oh, someone's gone very wide. Someone, very wide, nearly in the wall. Don't come back for a bad rejoin. Oh, he's made that stick. 3 wide now. Coming down
no
Camel.
bend to rejoin today.
No bend to rejoin. Oh, nearly 3 wide.
Oh, there's carnage in the background.
Oh
It's
no!
the car
Oh
park.
no!
Can we cue Murray Walker from
Yeah.
98?
Yes, please. That is.
What on God's name has happened there? We'll have to get a replay. Looks like we're still racing. I don't know if the safety car's been deployed. We have got yellow
it's
flags
safety
around.
car. Yeah.
Safety car by the looks of things.
Safety car will be deployed by the looks of it. Cars are slowing down. The safety car is out. So what has happened here on the Camel Straight?
Or Cadore Racing. And that's
It's
just
Andrew
turned into a
O'Hara.
mess.
O'Hara is involved. What has happened here?
All that's being heard on race control is safety car, so yeah, definitely got a safety car. Oh, looks like O'Hara got hit from behind. Was that Michaela?
I think it was Laird's car. Just clipped the rear bumper of O'Hara, put him on the grass, and once you're on the grass, it's very hard to control, and he's just speared across the track. Nothing anyone could do to avoid that happening. We'll just see. O'Hara's just a bit slower than, by the looks of it, Laird up in front. Yeah, it is Laird. It's Laird and O'Hara that have done it. I can't really blame Laird. He's gone for a move, and
Yeah,
O'Hara's not going as quick as he thought. Bit unsighted there, and O'Hara's just got no chance. And those two coming in really hot quick at the back are very lucky to avoid that. And Zachary Smith just collects someone as well. So big incidents here in the feature race.
already hearing. One driver is at 8 out of 17.
Wow. That's interesting. Oh, a lot of taps there. That's there's going to be a couple of people spending, let's say, a lot of time in the pits.
You know, I'd say that's
And
right
maybe
over for some of them.
and
Just
maybe a
look at
lot of
these-
time outside the session.
There's some people who got very lucky. Should be, I think it's May and maybe Curry. You'll see them in the bright red cars. So yeah, that's Laird's car. Just gives a little tap to O'Hara and just into the wall. Super unfortunate, and these two just managed to not get collected by anyone. So put those cars in the bin, get a new one. Hopefully I think they've got one good quick repair, so they might be able to get back out and onto the back of the pack. So we'll have the safety car lead us around for a couple laps in this race, but this is just going to chew the time down. So now we've got Bull in P1 and Dove P2, followed by Vaughan, Cook, Thornton, and Dole. So Timothy Cook, he's put his boots on and he's climbed up the field rather quickly. I think that's 5 positions he's up, or 6 positions, I'm not too sure. That is a car on fire.
That's cooked.
No, I'm pretty sure that's Blair Cook still running. I'm pretty sure.
I said that's cooked, but sure.
Close enough.
I was
In
talking
fact,
about
Cook's
how
running in
warm the car
P4
was.
at the moment.
Looks like
Yeah.
Smithy is in the Twitch chat. Unfortunate there, mate. It's
Always a crappy situation when stuff like this happens.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's racing, and shit happens.
yeah, it's unfortunate. I think we'll see O'Hara back out there. I think he's on the tail end of the pack. Not too sure, but yeah, there he is, just at the very end of the pack. So yeah, this has definitely been an interesting start to our feature race.
I mean, it was promised to be a mega race, and so far it's delivered. What, we're not gonna get the full 22 laps now, that's for sure.
I don't think we're gonna make. Well, we might make the 20.
Or
It's a 45.
I reckon even 20 may be pushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
I
you're averaging it
reckon
out,
I'd say 17 or 18 laps.
definitely, it's definitely taken a chunk off this race. So it makes it good if you're in the top positions, and if you need the points, especially Brandon Dove. Dove will be wanting to walk away with as many points as he can this week, given the Jesus is not here. He's pretty close behind him in the standings.
We've got a message from Race Control. Can we please get a fire extinguisher to the pits, please?
Yeah, I'd like to cook a steak on that first, though.
Yeah, I might crack a few eggs on that.
Yeah.
Just give myself a nice, a bit of an early breakfast.
It's barbecue time in the Spa pit lane.
Look, it is.
Have a few snags.
You meant to put the barbecue in the back of the holder, not the front. One more lap of safety car by the looks of things. I don't think. Oh, it might go in this lap, but we'll have to wait and see. Then it'll be into the control of Stephen Bull to lead us off into green flag running. So yes, it will be another lap under safety car. Safety car is controlled by Iracing.
Just like many things on iRacing.
Yeah.
It's one thing I like about the ACC Sprint Series starting soon, is the fact that we have our own safety car that we can pull out and put away whenever we want. So,
Yeah. Next week. Next week for everyone watching. Next Wednesday night, Asia Pacific splits yellow and green.
Hopefully we can do a few side-by-sides next week there, Hobbsy.
It's Silverstone, man. I'm in the Audi. I'm screwed. Let's put it that way.
don't worry, I'm in the Jag.
Ooh,
the Jag. I've decided to throw myself into the Mercedes for this season, so we'll see what happens.
Well, if you can drive like you drove the Bentley, then I'm sure you'll be.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, the only problem is after the Imola 8 hour, I'd gotten so used to the Ferrari that I was struggling to relearn the Bentley. So I guess it was kind of fortunate that I was allergic to Thursdays during the final series.
Jeez. Well, it's definitely going to be interesting. Don't forget, we've got the Nürburgring Endurance Series for Asia Pacific on this Saturday, 7 p.m. AEST. So make sure you stop in for that. Just watch all the cars warming their tyres, going round and round. So 10 minutes have elapsed in this race.
And it's all been behind the safety car for 9.5 of them. Oh, not really. What's that? 8, 9? Yeah, 8.5.
Yeah, it'd be about nearly 7 minutes behind the safety car.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a pretty large crash that had to contend with, so...
Oh, definitely, that was a massive incident. It's left the drivers out of the race, so... Spa things happen, no Audi things, so...
correction, it's Audi Tings.
Sorry. Yeah, it's Tings.
That'll be what Mr. Mitch Hobbs has to suffer through this coming season.
No, I don't know what you're doing about. Yeah.
You say I'm silly for picking the Audi. I changed my pick and then you end up in it.
Yep.
This is no.
I'm already going faster than I did in the Honda.
I think at Nürburgring I was going a decent bit faster in the Merc than I was in the Bentley, but
that's sad.
Yeah, but then again, I've never been that quick at Nürburgring, and to me, I found the Bentley to be quite a brick at Nürb.
So here we go.
Here's the incident. There's Scott Blair's car on fire.
There's a nice view for the crowd.
So this all started when Laird just gave a little bit of a nudge to O'Hara. O'Hara obviously slowing down, maybe a slow down penalty.
And then just carnage ensued from there.
So the safety car will be in this lap. Moving on to green flag running, so Smithy is already at 8 out of 17 incident points.
That's should be right.
You've only got what, like 30 minutes left of this race?
Yeah,
he's got fine. He's got 9 to play with. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's got 42 to play with until he gets disqualified. So I reckon he's got plenty.
Yep. So here we go, back on the restart. Looks like a good restart there from Bull. Dove there, P2. And we're back to greens, the game, I'm sure, will tell us. No, it's just not going to light up the lights. Very nice. Very kind of them.
You only get to see the lights. You don't actually get to
I don't get to
have
see that
lights.
green. Oh, that's Holden that's decided that drifting is the best way to do things. Yeah.
Goal is right on the back of Thornton here. So not the best run for Radion. Dole's going to try around the outside. He tried this move on Dove in the previous race, but I reckon Dole's had a bit more pace over Thornton in this one, so has gotten the move done fairly easily.
Good run that time. Unfortunately against Dove, they were a bit closer. Dole managed just to clear Thornton there before the corner. Got Adam Jarecki just right on the back of Thomas Bickner.
Bit of a lock up there. Looks like from Laird in front.
Lockups from Jarecki and Bickner as well. It's quite interesting. And then we see Laird. Oh, he might have a slow down penalty here. It's going to make things interesting.
Side by side into pull on. Please no, please no, please no, please no.
Jarecki has to run wide because of the too wide.
Oh, he's gonna hold on though. I don't like seeing too wide there, but I guess that works.
Put your heart in your mouth anymore this race. It's definitely a race for that kind of thing.
Yeah, these are the kinds of moments where you just want to close your eyes and just, yeah.
At points during this broadcast, if you close your eyes, it sounds very interesting.
Look, it does.
Oh, there's Jarecki again on the inside of Bickner. I think he's going to make the move work.
Yeah, he's got it done
comfortably.
Quite ballsy at such a fast part of the track, and we got side by side there. Is that down George?
Jarecki's gotten past. He's forced like Bickner to go wide.
It's an absolute pile, a gaggle of cars, if you will, right here. Just all trying to move to position.
This could end in tears right here. It's got Bickner around the outside.
Oh, yep, out tapped Bickner. Oh, that is a bit late on the brakes there by Dowd, and now Bickner's just being absolutely mugged.
Walsh almost trying it off the track.
He's just mugged them up the outside. It's into Rouge, and then you're going to see someone just get an absolutely great drive here and just go launching past everyone.
It looks fairly even, although we've got two that are going to have a go there. Oh, Walsh just on the grass slightly. So what's this? Taylor's going to get... He's got two of them. Well, he's going to try for the third. Probably not going to work, but got fairly close.
Todd George just got absolutely mugged. There is nothing... He's lost 3 places just then, up Kemmel Straight.
Gonna get Bickner here though.
I don't know if he had a slowdown there or it was just the draft from the other cars that have just towed him over, but that was an absolute mugging if that was just the draft.
Well, I mean, he's managed to make a position back up on Bickner, and he's moved up into 12th again.
Oh, was it Proctor?
Side by side between just couldn't turn in. It's probably a bit too hard on the brakes, I reckon. Oh, and well, that rejoin wasn't the best, but managed to avoid a collision.
It's just about the only point you could rejoin on the track. You don't have a track map in iRacing, so it's a bit hard to make these things work.
Yeah. Yeah, from the one online race I've done, yeah, you don't get a track map.
No, you do not. It's the challenge in iRacing. You've got to hope the corner's there and go for it.
What corner? I thought it was just straight line everything.
I thought iRacing was just ovals.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it feels that way.
Well, see, Mr. Cook and Mr. Dole are getting into it. far off the back of Vaughan either. 2 seconds. It's not a massive gap, and they've got about 30-ish minutes to do it.
Still plenty of time in this race for things to change up.
I'm just falling off the back of Bull. This will still be a good points haul for him against the Jesus, because the Jesus is racing tonight. You've only just tuned in.
Meanwhile, further down, Mr. ACC, Andy O'Hara has made his way up into P19 after the massive contact on the Campbell Straight on the start.
You mean after being deleted?
Yes, pretty much.
Oh, look at that from Thornton.
I think Scotty Blair was the one that was more deleted in all of that.
Yeah, his car was set on fire. You can't say he wasn't the most deleted. Oh, is that a car in the back losing it? Oh, he saved it. There's a bit of a lock up there. It looked like from Giuseppe Ricci.
Fury just trying to make a move on Dow, but Dow's just hanging in there. And he's just conceded the position now going into the Puron. Side by side in here is definitely not what you want to do. Try and get a slingshot around either the inside or outside into the next set of corners.
Has a look at the outside, no room there. Or just Corey a little wide, caught Dowd a bit off guard.
Fury took a narrow line. G'day, Moreno.
Curry's locked up, and that's allowed Dowd to get up the inside, and he's got back past. Although he's gone wide himself.
Wide. Yeah.
So that's definitely an instant point to his name.
Yep. You go
Look at
with
this
his
battle
train.
up front.
Yeah, there's Cook back there, who has got Dole right on him, looking to go for the dive into La Source.
Oh, Dole's up the inside. It's going to be tight.
That rear end.
Oh, it's going to be side by side.
Oh, no. Oh, no,
no.
You can just feel this happening from a while away. Dole's going to...
Dole's let it go. Hopefully he can try and get the better run, and he does. He's going to get the better run.
He's going to have to go around the outside, though. That's not going to be easy, considering he doesn't have the slipstream for the whole straight. It's going to be tough, but looks like Cook's conceded.
Cook maybe just wanting to save tyres a bit, sit in the draft for a bit, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to do a pit stop in this race as well. They won't have the fuel to get around for the whole 45.
So, probably gonna try the undercut. Oh, as we see, just get a little loose. Looks like he was trying to get past Bull there. Bull's gone wide. That's gonna bite Dove up the inside into Puon. Will he get it done?
Round the inside, very close.
They're somehow going side by side through there.
Yeah.
But look at Vaughan. He's right on these two now. Looks like things stay as they are.
Well, it hasn't changed, but it got very spicy there for a second.
Just trying to hold on to each other, making sure no one gets away at this point. Well, Vaughan's having a look around the outside. It's not going to be done there. There's no way. Look at this slipstream Dove got. He got onto the grass a little bit. That's invited Vaughan, although because of the instant point system in this game, you can run wide and not have to slow down.
There we go.
And pulls into the pits.
I think he wants to go for a bit of an undercut here and let Dove fight with Vaughan, which could gain him that time that he needs.
Not a lot. Bull came in.
Yeah, Bull came in.
That's interesting because of the safety car. We should have had a lot more fuel remaining at least.
Yeah, I think he's just going to let Dove fight with Vaughan and hope that that allows him to get as much time back and get ahead as far as possible.
It's going to be interesting. It's not the GT bits, it's the F1 pits as we see a replay of Glenn Jones. It's going to be the old bus stop, going to light it up on the exit curbing.
Yep.
He didn't even make the exit curbing.
He's mate. Oh,
Wasn't much of an impact on him though.
his proctor just getting a little loose as he save it. Oh.
Saves it. Oh, that's
Oh,
someone
that's
who has
bull.
That's bull.
That's big for this race. So that pretty much takes him out of contention for now.
Who did he just slide in front of her? Because they must have just shit themselves.
Oh, they would have not had clean underwear. Who was that?
Yeah,
I think that might have been Kuri, I think.
yeah, it was
Yes, it
Curry.
was.
But yeah, it's a rare mistake from Stephen Bull. Just a little too much braking, and
Oh.
yep, he's gone off into a bit of a half spin.
There was no, like, Curry did not bat an eyelid at that. He must have seen him in his mirrors and he just did not care.
Yeah, it was just kept going. It's almost like the Iceman himself, Kimi Räikkönen. It's just something happens. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just move on.
Tim Vaughan, Nicholas Dole both in hits. So Dove and Cook going for the long runs. So they've probably got more fuel. I would have to just guess. They've got more fuel in the car after that safety car did. So they had to hit earlier.
Let's see where Vaughan and Dole come out in comparison to the rest of the guys. Looks like
Looks like Dole and Vaughan will come out really far back.
yeah, they've come out quite a long way back. But Bull somehow got 4 seconds ahead of Vaughan, even with that mistake.
Definitely interesting to see how far ahead he gets of O'Hara, because not O'Hara, sorry, Brendan Dove. Dove was the one in P2. Speaking of O'Hara, O'Hara's back in P14. Now P11, sorry, because of the pit stops.
Yeah, it's looking. The race is starting to look a bit better for Mr. O'Hara.
It is. He still does have to pit though, so it'll be interesting to see where he comes out after that stop.
I don't think he'll be pitting until quite late, at least, because he managed to get the new boots and new car after his got put in the bin. So I think he'll be going quite long.
Looks like Bull's gotten past Dowd now. Slowly making his way back up.
Gap of 28 seconds to the leader, so I think he's definitely in the pit window as we see Brandon Dove pit. Wenzel on the inside of Patrick Oliver.
Oh, that was close to touching, but Paddy Oliver holds on around the outside. Oh, has he saved it? No, he hasn't.
Ready
Yeah,
Pete,
he did
Pete
the
one.
Yeah.
I think we gotta stop pointing the cameras on this guy.
We don't mean to curse you, Pat. We're sorry.
Yeah.
It happened. As we're watching Dove. Bull's going to come out well and truly clear of Dove. It's where Dove comes out in front of Vaughan or not.
Dove's still in there. Cook's come out here now, and he's actually gonna jump Dole as well. He's gonna jump, yeah. Just trying to sort out where everyone is at the moment.
Yeah, it's interesting to see whether the fight comes back. Dole, you can see, as you said, has come out a lot further back from the pits. Here's O'Hara, and Mr. ACC himself still has to pit though, but as as Alex said, will probably be pitting as late as he can to try and gain as much time as he can on the people behind.
Hello, lads. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Hello there, Mr. Gray. How are we doing?
Very well. Watching an intense battle, which I couldn't be in, unfortunately.
No
Yeah.
tennis.
Only 6 brackets broken. That's not good enough. Not good enough.
Well, I saw Nick Kyrgios, and I didn't want to outshine him, so I figured I'd just...
Should have made it at least 7.
Yeah.
Should have been 7. Anyway, enjoyed a good part of this race, about halfway through.
Stephen Bull's been smashing it. Absolutely smashing it. I accidentally repositioned his car anymore, but other than that, he's been smashing it. That may have been my fault, though.
No, sure. But another one who's smashing it, Tim Cook. What a race he's having here in the feature.
He's made up quite a few positions, and he's gone around the outside Corey, and he's made it stick.
He's into provisional P2 because I don't think Theo Taylor's pitted yet.
No, he hasn't pit yet, so yeah, this is provisional P2.
Rensport 1-2. Is it going to happen?
It looks like Dole's trying around the outside Curry. I think Curry made a bit of a mistake in the bus stop, and he gets through. So we've got provisional first, second and third, currently second, third and fourth.
Definitely, you got to be wondering if you're Brandon Dove, what's happened? What has happened in your pit stop to cause you to drop behind Cook? Someone who was 5 seconds behind you going into the pit lane, and he's come out ahead of you by quite some margin.
Could have just been a bad entrance or missed the stop, or could be just a bit of optional damage or something that he may have accidentally taken. Who knows? Could be anything.
It definitely leaves a lot of speculations up here as Glenn Jones got a drive-through penalty. So we've been told in the chat that's a solid off. So someone's using all their incident points while they've got them.
Might as well use them up. If you're giving them, you might as well use them.
That's right. We don't use all 17. Use 16.
25.4 second pit for Dove and 10.9 for Bull. That is a very, very big difference.
It's quite the margin. So that must have been either bodywork or suspension damage. Something must have been wrong with the car for that to happen.
I'm guessing with that amount, he's probably just full fuel taking.
He may have, but I wouldn't see fuel taking that much time.
You never know.
Well, there's 3 people on 16 instant points.
Some people are using them while they've got them. So
Spa is a very easy track to get them on as well. If you're crafty, you can use them to win about 5 champs a lap.
yeah, but is that good? Oh, that's jumping back to Andrew O'Hara's race start was not good. But once we swap back to live, you'll see he's found himself into P5. So he's not doing too bad now.
That is an intense run off radio.
Yeah, it was all just started by a little bumper tap and snowballed into it. But unfortunately, it's racing and sometimes these things happen. So Ben Rowe, just getting the words, he's got a drive-through penalty, probably for incident. And update on the incident points. Nobody has 0. Everyone's got at least 1.
Alright. So now Bull is into P1 properly this time, so no one ahead of the top 3 have... the top 3 of all pits, so that's pretty much where things stand at the moment.
Just have a look here. His dad just lit up the... Yep. Yes, he has.
I've seen a lot of that at the bus stop.
So the trainer cars at the moment being led by Jurek. He's got Laird and George behind him as well. You can see Walsh there just lurking in the background, just waiting for the time gap to come down.
We'll be keeping an eye on these guys as... Oh, Jarecki, big lock up.
So you'll see pit stops so far. O'Hara's gone 2 and 9. So he's on a very old set of tyres only after the safety car came out. So he still hasn't stopped again. He probably will need to.
There's just under 13 minutes left in the race, or 10 laps. I would say there'll only be 13 minutes left.
Yeah, so I dare say the time will elapse before we get to a magical 22 laps due to the safety car coming out so early and staying out for a good 10 minutes. Well, not 10 minutes, sorry, it was about 8 minutes.
Lewis Hamilton would be livid. Absolutely livid.
If you were on the no side of the clean lap 1, definitely got paid out big time. People said yes.
Dub's just gotten past O'Hara.
I couldn't say that one was unexpected because O'Hara's not got the freshest boots on.
Well, I mean, O'Hara just set a 225 compared to Dub's 222. So I reckon there may have been a little bit of a mistake in that one.
A little mistake, and maybe the tyre life is just sort of, not so good anymore. I know Theo Taylor hasn't stopped yet, and he's running an 8th at the moment, so...
George in 10th looking very good for a run. Oppo Rouge and Radion and maybe drafting to get the position. Super consistent.
So what's happened here with Doe? He's gone wide again.
It just looks okay. Here's Dove and O'Hara. Dove looks like he just had a much better exit there. O'Hara not bothering to fight with him.
Superior Ford power showing itself again.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd be surprised.
Oh, Jarecki. Oh, no, there it is.
Oh, that's a tough one too. Oh.
Yeah.
Todd George has not cared about Jarecki sitting on the front of his car. He's just pushed him out of the way.
What
It's unfortunate for Jarecki, he hit the curb, got unstable, and then from there, it's a tough incident. Don't want to be a steward right now.
No, they'll be looking at that. Oh,
No, I don't think you can.
he nearly hit the Mustang.
I don't think you can not buy a lotto ticket if you're not Walsh at the moment. He's nearly had a car plough inside him.
Ooh, what's happened here? Are we seeing a light up of tyres? Yes.
Yeah, I reckon he just hit that curb, unsettled the car, and off it went.
Definitely, stewards will be looking at that most definitely. Any spin you have, steward will look down at it and be. Well,
Yeah, it's a tough one. Like, did he have the clearance in the car or not? But he certainly didn't move over. But it's definitely very easy to do going into that corner.
yeah, especially with just how the racing line goes through it.
Oh,
So,
it's, yeah, you need 2 very willing participants to go side by side through there.
either that or a lot of forced cooperation. So
Yeah.
we'll wait for the verdict from race control. We see Jury and Jarecki. He's been turned around at that Odyssey paint job that it's so good is now definitely in need of a repaint.
Just by some paint at your local Bunnings if you're able to head out to one.
Oh no, it's I thought there was a tap there. That looked extremely close.
I'm certain there was a tap, but I'm sure it just didn't unsettle the
Oh,
car.
on the grass for
Whizzed.
Vaughan. We have more people picking up.
Oh, side by side. That was so close to a tap.
Was there a tap?
Probably the tiniest, the
slightest
tiniest
tap,
of taps.
yeah.
They won the netcode lottery there. Is what they've
They
won.
have. Did look like a slight tap there.
I think it was a good job on the Days of Thundercard there backing out there. I think if he kept it pinned, that would have been very bad.
Definitely. Oh, so close to ending probably not only Vaughan's race, but his as well. Vaughan is just absolutely fallen down the order as well. Like, we haven't talked about it much, but he was P3 into the pit stops and then just lost the lottery on that one. Got a bit of flashing from the debutant as he budges his way past Proctor.
Oh, good move. They got it done. Oh!
And Proctor has gone to the wall.
Proctor.
Just too early on the throttle. I think, yeah, he was beside the Mustang, wanted to try and get ahead of him, and
Too early on the gas.
luckily he hit a tyre barrier, so I assume the car's going to be fine.
Doesn't look like a lot of external damage on that. So,
Yeah, Iracing tyre barriers are the best thing in the world to hit. You can almost hit them at max speed and be okay.
well, we saw Zachary Smith at the end of the last heat race go launching into the tyre barriers after the checker flag, and he nearly bounced back up to the start line.
Oh, a lot more drive-throughs coming through now. Proctor's got one, and so does Jarecki.
Jarecki, unfortunately, that was probably a result of the contact that he didn't have much choice in.
Yeah, there we go. He's serving it now.
No, I'm not sure where that was because of the incident or where it was because
Some of
he'd
them will be,
done track limits.
yeah, some of them will be from that incident, and some of them will be from track limits.
He definitely got a 4x from that, which contributed to the limit. But
Yeah.
It's one thing with iRacing, even if you're the innocent party who's been done wrong, you still get your incident points for it. So
Look,
why we have drive-through penalties instead of time penalties.
looking like my prediction of 17 or 18 laps is looking pretty good at the moment.
Got that map right.
Even with the extra lap of the safety car.
Definitely. Go on.
where are we expecting the best post-race burnout?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Probably not here.
Yeah.
Sure someone will go.
I reckon you'll see a couple down at La Source making a few post-race burnouts.
There'll be a few. Yeah, Hara seems to be just sort of losing touch with Dove. He's still in front of Keane.
I do love that livery from Zachary Smith. That is beautiful.
That's a very nice car.
It is.
Zachary Smith does want to get past McAuliffe though, 3:10.7. So we get a closer look at Zachary Smith's livery, got a big scratch on the bottom. That is a decorative one, not a scratch he was picked up during the race.
I love the use of the spec map though, the metallic satin and the matte paint looks really good.
Yeah, there's a lot of really nice cars that have been done up for this series.
Looks like he might get to the car in front of him here going into the chicane or turn 1.
Oh, around the
Side by
outside, here we
side.
go.
We tried. He's still there. Could go for the dive. Does look to, but decides to back out.
That Vaughan have that corner. Vaughan is quite out of position for his race.
Zach Smith.
And Zach Smith.
Oh no, he didn't get him. It's half getting him.
Lost a lot of time.
I'm guessing based off that he made an attempt going into the first bend of a chicane and then lost it in the second.
Not sure. Yeah, it's a tough one to call that one.
Zachary Smith.
Zachary Smith, yeah.
DT.
Drive through. Oh.
So there must have been a tap in the middle of the chicane where he spun, lost control, and that's it. That's your penalty points, and you'll have to come in for a drive-through.
So close to the end of the race too. Not a good time.
No, he's not going to be happy with that. He was
That Mustang, what's Sasana doing there?
Yeah, he saved it, so I mean, he's managed to get it somehow in a straight line again.
Somehow looks to be too much power in the Ford.
And just to make it worse, he's picked up a DT.
There are people in the mountains of Japan who are jealous of that level of drifting ability, though. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Good save. He did well to not put it in a wall, but drive-throughs less than ideal.
It's looking close between Cook and Dole again.
Yeah, Dole will be going for it now. There's just under 3 minutes to go.
Dole could separate the Rensport cars at the top of the podium.
Interesting to see the Bull cross the line just before the timer ticked over 2 minutes.
I reckon this will be the last lap. 2 minute 20 lap time.
If white flags aren't out.
It'll be interesting because it depends entirely on what black cars do.
I believe thanks to Iracing time will be a white flag anyway. Just Iracing.
Iracing tanks.
Yeah.
Unless they spectacularly lose like 6 seconds. Maybe. I don't know. iRacing does do that though. I know.
Iracing has to give you a white flag. So if you do a 10-minute last lap, it still gives you a white flag. So it's very confusing. The people at iRacing on Logic, they don't love it.
They don't seem to have a logic department, you see.
Nicholas Dole's going to be trying as hard as he can now. He's got 2 laps. He's got a lot of drafting though. A lot of drafting that he can do.
He's got plenty of instant points to play with too.
And he's well within the draft window, so I think up the back straight you're going to see him get very close towards the chicane, and then same in the run up to the straight.
I'd love to get a incident points check on Cook and Dole.
13x and 5x. You can see it just next to the interval.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if I was Nicholas Dole, I'd be being a bit cheeky and going super wide in these next 2 corners and getting 0.5 a second.
Yeah.
But then again, I am a shit bloke.
Oh well, he's gone up to 6x and Cook's gone up to 14x.
So they're definitely using them.
It's gonna be tight.
If I was him, I'd be max throttle through this
There we
corner,
go.
go wide, and
Yeah,
get it.
and this is the
That's
checkered
it.
flag.
Last
He's
lap.
done it. Oh, is this a checkered flag? Can he get him?
But nah, not close enough.
Oh, he's looking for it, but won't be close enough. Stephen Ball wins the feature race.
And it's a Rensport 1-2 with Cook coming in second. Very close behind was Dole.
Patrick Oliver. Twitch's hottest streamer getting a drive-through at the end there.
The forever debutant.
No. Yeah.
Just while we're watching the next few cars, as they have a battle, Andrew O'Hara, hats off, great drive.
Definitely. Oh, just close to a tap there.
Some burnouts occurring. A lot of smoke anyway. Some engines blown or some burnouts occurring. What did you do?
Did someone let Scotty Blair out onto the track?
Just a couple of burnouts.
Yes.
You probably won't be able to get Vaughan into the bus stop. Zachary Smith might be able to get Wenzel front and get some draft up back straight.
Can I just say 8x after 45 minutes of sparring iRacing? Quite admirable to as well. The incident points on this is so easy to get.
Oh, definitely.
He's having a look around the outside, but I don't think it's going to be enough for Smithy unless he gets a really nice run out of the bus stop.
Run, but it's not going to be enough.
That's, the bus stop has given us a few spins today as well. So.
He'll need his blue shell, and he'll need to use it quickly.
Yeah, the 20th position goes to Thomas Bigman. It's a good result for his second race in the OOR V8 Challenger League.
And it's his first feature race as well, so that's
And here comes our eternal debutant, 1 point away from a drive-through.
Pat Thick, hottest Twitch's best new hot tub streamer.
And he just casually stops it. He doesn't put it in a wall. He just stops it. You know someone's defeated when they just don't.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
Poor Spidey not having the best of races.
Oh,
down in he got caught up in that start incident. Yeah.
No, he didn't even get to start his
Nice game froze.
Oh.
That's what you get for being Spider-Man.
Yeah, Batman would have been fine.
Ah, Cook, you're in chat. Is Dole a part of Red Sport as well? Would that be one people?
They have different liveries, I can tell you that much.
They do.
Is that Paddy? Is that no, won't let me flick through now.
Yeah, just because he hasn't got the normal Red Sport, like the white Red Sport livery Bulls running. But...
Well, that was something. Oh, that is fair.
Yeah.
That is lovely.
I'm enjoying the livery discussions. Daniel?
Me and Pat resorted to that when we were doing F1 as well.
That's all you can do.
Well, I mean, we could bring back the Scallop Pie talks.
Oh, look at him go.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Bonus point. Oh, no, that's pretty. Oh, he's the wrong name.
No.
That went from +1 championship point to -1.
Sorry. Oh, he's making it back, maybe.
Oh no!
Oh, he's getting close to the wall again.
Championship point.
Oh.
Oh, back to -1.
Into it.
Fire of the day goes to Scott Blair. That was I can't really watch that back. Smoldering mess in the pits.
And yeah, Stephen Bull won, so he gets the prize from Mullock. He's going to send it across. The Domino's pizza. So if you can organise that sponsorship, I'll never miss a race. As a side note.
If you can get Domino's for the win.
Yeah, if I get Domino's for a win, I'll never miss a race ever.
What about tennis?
Oh mate, I'll quit. Wait, quitting tennis and pizza? I don't know.
You can do tennis and racing at the same time, surely.
I'll play tennis, race, and commentate.
Oh,
Mullock
that sounds lovely.
Yeah.
If you
Mullock won't take me up off of my offer to commentate and race at the same time.
Look, we've got to get you on track first, mate. You save some of your racket money and get out there. Do you play singles or doubles?
A bit of both. I prefer singles, because if I play doubles, I get really annoyed at people because I'm selfish.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, do you get a selfish vibe?
No, it's more just having to deal with people in a tennis environment that I feel would be quite infuriating.
Court's too small.
Yeah.
It's only big enough for one side.
Look at that, the start. We lost Blair. Did Blair head back out? No, he didn't. Blair's race ended on Kimmel.
His
Scanlon
car
ended
ended
before
on
the even start. Same with James, Cusack and Johnson.
That's unfortunate.
It was still a great night. Sad to see that DeJesus wasn't here tonight, so his current lead in the championship has now been decimated.
Well, DeJesus is with us all, to be honest.
He is. And he probably still scored points from wherever he's sitting in the world at the moment.
He probably scored points in something.
But at least we got that content. And after Rouge. That incident was up there for one of our largest we've seen.
Straight there to YouTube. OOR
It's
crash
very-
compilation.
It's very easy to do up Eau Rouge too. It's definitely where the Iracing pile-ups happen because, yeah, blind crest, cars going everywhere. You don't have much chance of avoiding it.
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
yeah, gotta follow the rest of the trends. Set up an OOR Clips channel.
I saw a few guys just keep the boot in, and behind that they were doing the very iRacing ovals thing and just keep it planted. Probably not the best
Drive through the
decision.
smoke, Cole.
Yep.
Oh, Kimi
Cold trickle.
Räikkönen back whenever. When there was that big smoke cloud up on the top of Camel Straight. And he just kept his foot flat and went right through it.
It was fitting that the cold trickle.
Frogman
car was
Grosjean
going
does
right.
that, but he doesn't go right through it.
Oh, Grosjean. Barcelona. I don't know what year it was when he kicked his boot in.
2018, 2018.
I don't know,
Forever
but-
to the day, I've never liked him since, but I think you have to love him now after he's hit a barrier at about 250 miles an hour.
Yeah, once
Man.
someone catches fire, it gives them universal appeal.
Yeah.
Just the definition of breaking barriers with people at that point.
That was crazy. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure. We are off to Hockenheim in 2 weeks' time.
Hockenheim?
Hockenheim.
How can I?
Should be interesting. And I'll give
Will
Dan
we
Grace
see-
pizza. Look, Dan, if you get a win, I'll send you pizza.
Okay, I'm here next week. I'm
Okay.
here. I'm doing it.
Better get a win.
Thanks for joining us on Twitch tonight, everyone. Our next stream will be this Saturday. We've got Endurance Series. It'll be on YouTube. Franco will be casting. I'm off because it's my birthday next week.
Happy birthday.
What day?
Happy birthday.
Not yet. It's actually it's Sprint Series start, but apparently there's a trip on Saturday I'm off to.
Happy 21st, mate.
Thank you very much, mate. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, you can finally drink alcohol in America.
I
It'll be great.
can't wait. Anyway, thanks, guys, and I'll chat to you all later.
No, worries. Talk later.
No worries.
See you guys.
Ciao.
Yeah.